Hi guys, so we're just gonna go with a really vibe look today. Something sultry, smoky. So fingers crossed that's how it turns out. But I've prepped the skin already, moisturised. I'm now gonna go in with a Mac and Prime, Prep and Prime, sorry. Nice and glowy skin. And now then gonna prime with my Benefit Professional. Let's get the smoothing some of the skin out. This is my all-time favourite for pores and smoothing everything and just making a really good base ready for that makeup to go on top after. So I've just prepped the eye with the P. Louise base, shade 3. It's a very good tone for a lot of skin types. It's a little bit orange for me right now, but when I've done my face, it'll be great. And then I'm going to go in with the Dreevers palette, one of my favourites, Warrior 2. It's got a really good black in there as well, but the rest of the colours are just fab. They're all matte shades, really good. I'm going to go in with this jet black one and I'm going to really do a nice big pulled out wing. I'm now going to take the Beauty Bay Fiery 2 palette, 2.0. These gorgeous warm tones. I'm just obsessed. I love this palette. And I'm going to go in with this really dark brown one here, shade Wood, just to really pull the rest of that out and buff it out slightly. I'm now going to go in with this colour called Cork here. So it's like a gingerbready kind of brown colour. And I'm just really going to buff the edges so it's really seamlessly pulled out. Nice fluffy brush and really, really light motions. Then all you need to do is just keep going over those shades until you're really, really happy with that blend. Don't worry about the mess. Can easily tidy that up after. Now what I want to do is take the same colours but place them right on the inner corner and slightly buff them up just to that brow there. It just creates the rest of the whole wing effect. And then we're going to add some glitter in the middle. Once you're happy, leave it as it is. You can always come back and mess around a little bit more. But I'm going to go back in, not go back in. I'm going to go in now with a black liner, Black Track from Made by Mitchell. I'm going to really take it up in the upper lash line as well as the bottom one and just join it all together before lashes because I'm going to do the other eye in a minute. And here I just pulled it out slightly. It's a bit of a mess. But don't worry, I'm going to neaten that up after as well to make it like a sharp little cat eye vibe. I mean, I'm not being funny, I'm not even finished, but just look at the difference between the eyes, like, this one looks so much bigger because you've just like drastically made it smaller, but it's going to be a vibe. Okay, I'm going to go off now, do this other eye and come back on for the glitter time. Woo! And I'm back. Done both eyes, smoky, so catified, obsessed. So glitter wise, I wasn't sure like the vibe to keep it gold or to have it rose goldy, and then I thought bronzy, I feel like a bit bronzy, so I've gone with this Lick and Lash one, and the pigment is called Glowing and it's such a nice bronzy tone to it, but it's got them flecks. Can you see the gold flecks in it? So it's like a bit of both. I just feel like it's going to really go with this eye look and it's warming it up as well. But I do have Gatsby as well from Peaches and Cream, which is definitely more gold. So I might just add a bit of both, but I'm definitely going to go in with this one first and see what happens. I've just gone ahead and added a bit more of the P. Louise just to that section and just buffed it out with my finger just for the stickiness. I'm not adding a glitter glue or anything like that because it's a pigment anyway. I'm going to go in with a flat brush and I'm just going to go into that Lick and Lash bronzy tone one. I'm going to place it a little bit here, but then the rest of it, I want it to like really spread out. So like flutter on sort of thing. So I'm going to like dust it on by tapping it in a minute. So this bit I'm tapping in, actually placing it on the lid. Look at that. Obsessed. And then I'm going to like dust it on by tapping it just above. It's not as like falling out as some of the others I've got. So 1 minute. I've got a chunkier one, still just as bronzed from Lick and Lash, but this one's called Troy, and like I said, it's a bit more like chunky glitter, so that one might fall on just a little bit better. Let's give it a go. That's definitely falling on better. Oh, I quite like the added chunkiness actually. Just gives that different like texture to it. Oh my god, obsessed. Just added it floating right up into the brow there, because I'm just going to add a few brow strokes afterwards, but nothing crazy. I've already gelled them. So it's just about the eyes today. All about that eye. Loving it. So you can have it matte really. I could add like a really light shade in the middle to keep it all matte, or just glitz it up a little bit and add some pigment. Obsessed. Now I'm going to go in with some lashes, and I get to try these amazing lashes today. I've not tried them yet. Super excited. I wanted to have like a big creative look to try these big beautiful lashes on. So these are Eden lashes, and they are Jade Adams MUA collab. I couldn't think of the word then. Collab with the lashes. So they're absolutely gorgeous, these three here. These ones are called L's, which is after a daughter, I think. And they're just absolutely stunning. So I'm thinking we're going to go for these ones. Let's try them on. Here they are. How insane are these lashes? I just cannot get over them. Okay, we've prepped the skin earlier, so for foundation I'm going to go in with Too Faced. I'm going to use two different colours. I've got Nude and Almond. Okay, one's a little bit more brighter than the other one, because I like to bronze up anyways, so I'm not too fussed. Just want to see which is better on the Nude. There we go, and then with my finger, that is Almond. So Almonds are slightly lighter. They still both got a yellowy undertone. That one's just a slightly more darker colour to it. But I'm just going to mix them both together just for today and add them to the face. Love Too Faced foundation. I just think it's great coverage, really buildable, and such a nice lightweight finish to it. Feels nice. You get that dewy finish, satin vibes, not heavy and not like drying at all. It's just great and really, really lasts well. Like, look at that coverage already. We're going to use the HMB Cosmetics concealers. I've got darker colours as well, because I'm going to use them to bronze up today and see how we get on, because normally I use Made by Mitchell, Obsessed, got all the shades, but I'm going to try it with this today and see what happens. I'll show you the shades I'm using for concealer. So these are both quite very pale, yellow undertoned, and this one's a bit more pinky, I guess, but it's very, very pale, that one. That is SF 0.5W, 5N, sorry, 0.5N. So I use that for the brightening side, and then I've got SF1W. So I'll go in with this one first. This is a full look. It's going to be full coverage, so I'm really going to take it and go in with it. I'm just going to let it sit for a minute before I actually blend it out. So I can go right up, actually. I've just realised, because normally I've got a shadow underneath and I'm like, don't go near the shadow. But we're all right for today. And then in a minute, once I've blended it out, I'll add a tiny bit of that just for really popping and brightening that. I'm going to use a brush. This is like a flat brush, quite wide. And I'm just going to take that and bounce it ever so slightly, buffering into position. I don't want to move it too much, because where it is where I want it, obviously, to cover those bags. But move it ever so slightly just to buff it out. I mean, if you've not got this concealer, what are you doing? Where are you at? It's just, obviously it's full coverage. I don't use this on everyone. A tiny bit goes a long way. But obviously I wanted loads today, as you can see. It's such a good concealer though. Great, effortless. You don't have to do much with it. Love, love. To bronze up, I've got really dark colours here. So I'm going to go in with the SF6C. Very dark, but we're just going to take it right and dot it in those areas that I want to contour. Just there. Just there. Bit on the jaw. Let's create some sort of jaw. That's it. That's how dark it is. And that's how much like pigment that this is. So let's blend this out. So I've purposely not blended the forehead and I've left the jaw like this because I'm going to show you if you think you've put too much on and it's just not going your way, get your foundation brush and just gently, really softly buff in using whatever whatever you have left on your foundation brush, and it will really softly blend it back in again. So that's that side blended but still contoured. And this side, not so blended. So let's fix it up. Even on the chin, I did a bit too much product because I did a line instead of dots. I just put a bit too much on, that's all. But it's blending out like a dream. And same with my forehead, I put a little bit too much on because I don't really contour my forehead. I just like to do it to warm up the face. But the sides are looking great. We're going to add a little bit of a lighter bronzy kind of contour shade now. Just to lift it up again. This is just more of the darker tone to really set it in place. So we've got SF5W here, a lot more warm tones to it and a bit more orangey for my skin type, but it should work out okay anyway. Just a little bit on the nose as well. Let's blend it out. So I've left it a little bit more where we need to blend it slightly. So I'm going to take my sponge and just dab over those areas at the end just to really blend it in. I still want it to look sharp for this look because I need it to be a little bit dramatic. So we're going to leave it with a little cut edge for the drama. Now my favourite part, let's add some blusher. With this look, I'm thinking let's go for the deep pinky tones. Made by Mitchell Blush. We've got Cherry Cola and a Shy Boy here. Cherry Cola is just a slight darker vibe to it. Still nice and pinky. And the same with a Shy Boy. I nearly said Peach Sugar then. Not Peach Sugar. It's because it's my favourite and I'm always wearing Peach Sugar. But Shy Boy's still a little bit darker pink, but not as dark as this one. So this one's going to go a bit higher up. And then we're going to have the Shy Boy a bit more towards the cheek area. So I've just got it on the back of my hand. This is Cherry Cola, the darker pink. I'm just going to go in with the gorgeous Mitchell brush as well. This is MF4, nice and angled. I'm just going to take it near the top. I just love it. Sorry, guys. Like, I'm just obsessed. Love, love, love. And this is a dramatic look. So we're going to add the blush. Like, I'm going in. And then a little bit on the nose, whatever's left. Doesn't matter that it's not blended properly. And on the chin. Okay, so we've left it like this for now. I've got a bit of the Shy Boy on as well. And I'm just going to place that a bit more in the centre. So bright, but don't worry, don't be scared. I know I look a bit like Krusty the Clown at the minute. But we're going to fix it. It's fine. So here is the blush all pulled together with the bronzer and blended. And here's the side that's not. So can you see the difference already? Of course you can. So I've used a sponge just to blend the edges and bring it in slightly because it looks really nice under the eye. It's still really vibrant. I'm seeing so many trends at the minute of doing the pink under eye vibe. And it's quite nice. I love it. So I definitely want to try that soon. But yeah, let's blend this side out. Look how easy it is. You don't even need to try. Just use your sponge, damp beauty blender, and really get in. Obviously, you can always apply more, so you better start in with less and then just add in more and more as you're going along, because you'll soon realise you can really blend it out into the skin. And again, it just looks fabulous. The more the better with this look anyways. Like I said before, we're going dramatic. Now I'm going to take a highlighter from Made by Mitchell. This is Penny from Heaven, one of my favourites. It's got that gorgeous gold to it. I feel like it's going to go really well. I do love champagne spray as well, but it's a bit more literally, it's hard to describe, but champagne coloured. Let me put it next to this one quickly for you. So you can see it's got pink like to it, like flecks to it. So that's champagne spray. It still would look amazing with this look. I just feel like this one's going to go a bit better. Definitely. But they're both so stunning. If you've not tried the highlighters yet, highly recommend. They're gorgeous. Watch this. Look at that. Penny from Heaven. Stunning. It just melts into the skin and onto the makeup. Doesn't affect anything whatsoever. Somebody the other day was saying to me like they were worried about it taking off their makeup because they've had that in the past. But promise you, it's probably the base that you need to sort out rather than the highlighter. So if your base is fixed, oh, I just can't get over it, then you should feel a lot more better by using a highlighter, and it shouldn't affect the look whatsoever, and it shouldn't be pulling off your foundation either. So just keep trying and try a different primer or different foundation. But yeah, stunning. Love it. Powder time. I am not a big powder person at the minute. It just doesn't go well with my skin. Makes it really dry and flaky. And I've tried everything, as you can imagine. But I'm going to go in... Gosh, I can't speak today. I'm going to go in with the HMB Cosmetics. So Holly's Soft Focus Loose Powder. This is translucent. I've just got it in the lid and I'm using these little powder puffs. By the way, really cheap instead of buying the well-known brands. No offense. But go on my TikTok and you'll see I've sold so many of these. So, and they work just as well and they're easy to clean. I get it really all over the powder puff and then I press it into the skin on my hand because otherwise it's just cakey mess. And then I'm just going to take it here in the middle and up slightly by the side of my nose and a little bit under my eye. I'm not doing too much, like I said, it just is chaos on me. And then I'm going to go under the jawline here. If you're finding the same issues and you think, why is everybody looking so flawless with this powder and using a powder puff and you're trying your best, don't worry, you're not the only one. I mean, it's hard work. And then whatever's left, I press it onto my chin, onto the top lip, just to help prevent any, oils and that coming through. The same with my forehead. Just like to press it all over the forehead. Really pressing it in is the best way, that rather than using a brush because it just flakes everywhere and goes, like flies off everywhere. So much better to press it all in. But yeah, I'll leave it there a second and then I'll just brush it slightly off. So we've still got that gorgeous glow to the skin because I've not taken the powder right up here or anything. I'm going to go in with a bronzer now, and this is Doll Beauty Gimme Some. I've got the shade medium. I also have medium deep. And for this look, I'll probably need a bit of both. But I'm going to go in with medium first. Nice big fluffy brush. Just going to get it all over it really. And just press it onto the contoured area. And then slightly buff in. I've got the darker shade as well here, medium deep. Like I said, these are gorgeous, huge pan, and really, really good value for money. And they're just stunning on the skin. Love them. With the darker one, I'm just going to keep it really to the contoured area in the base there. I'm not bringing it further forward. A little bit on the forehead. And that's it, really. I am going to go in with another blush, and just on top of this one, just to keep it in place. This is Doll Beauty again, and it's C'est La Vie instead of C'est La Vie. I always feel like people are going to say, she's saying that wrong, it's C'est La Vie, but it's called C'est La Vie. So I'm just getting a nice angled fluffy brush. I'm going to get that colour on there, gorgeous pink colour. And yeah, we're dramatic, so let's go in, pressing it on top of the blush, and then slowly buffing it. Look at that pink. It is so gorgeous, isn't it? Look, can you see it's just made it pop? Loving it. Brows, I am going in with Sleek Extra Dark palette. It's got the wax and the pomade in here. The wax and the powder in here. So it's really, really good for doing a bit of both and mapping out your brows and then adding the powder on top. Love it. Been using it for years. So this is Extra Dark, this colour. But yeah, I'm just going to add little bits of wispy bits to my brows. I'm not adding much at all because it's all about the eye. The brows can just be nice and fluffy. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of the Doll Beauty Light Duo highlighter. This is Champagne and Supernova. I'm going to mix the two. One of them's broke, so I can't really show you properly. So I'm just going to mix the two and add them a little bit to the top of that highlighter, not too much, and then the top of my lip and my nose as well. For lip, we're going to keep it nude. We're going to go in with some Doll Beauty liner. I've got Run the World and Princess. So Princess is just a bit more grey, darker coloured. So I'm going to go in with that one first to really overline the lip. And now I'm going to take a Run the World and just go over that as it's a bit lighter. Just to really blend it and like ombre it out. Now I'm going to take lipstick from Doll Beauty called Come to Mama, a really pale nude shade, right in the centre and blend it out. It looks so good matte, but I really want to add a gloss because I love gloss so much. So I'm going to go in with Jordana Tisha's gloss. I've got the No Shade gloss, nice clear one. And I've also got Friend Zoned, which has got a nice nude tone to it. So we're going to have this first, round the outer corners, and then bring it in with the No Shade gloss. Oh, I love it. I mean, gloss is just everything. Obsessed. I just love it so much. But the matte would have been just as hot, but I love a gloss. Finishing it off with one of my new fave setting sprays, the NYX Dewy Finish. It's like a satin, nice, gorgeous finish. Love it. And there we have it, the finished look. I hope you really enjoyed that and love it as much as I do. Give it a go if you want to try something different out. I'm just obsessed. I was going to go under the eyes, but I don't think it really needs it. You could obviously add more drama and add some shadow under the eye, but just having that black in the waterline is enough for me today. We've got the drama, it's there. The highlights on point, the glitter is gorgeous, the lashes are fluffy, and the lips are glossing. So yeah, I am so happy with that look. I'm off to finish my TikTok, and if you've not seen it yet, go and check that transition out. I hope you love it as much as I do, and like I said, if you do retry this, please tag me, and thank you for watching. Have an amazing evening. Bye!